Welcome back to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast with daily on-the-go episodes packed with testimonies and business tips to help you create financial freedom through entrepreneurship. Hosted by the owner of Fracassi Lashes and the Blow Dry Lounge, the Beauty Boss Millionaire herself, Falicia Fracassi.
Welcome to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast with Falicia Fracassi. I'm your host, and I just want to get right into this. You get a checklist together of the things that you need to do as you begin to open the business, things you can still do while you are working your 9 to 5, so you're not just diving in head first. Earlier, I spoke on things that you should do before you open up on the business and just prepare. And this is part 2 on some of the things that you should do. I want to make sure you're successful, so we're going to go over these things. Also, make sure all your social media handles are taken by you and that you claim them. And even if you don't necessarily have a picture to post yet, just register them. Create a separate Gmail or a Yahoo account and register those businesses on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on TikTok, whatever it is, all the social medias that are out. Make sure you set your business up for that so you can get prepared to save those for when you are going to go and start your business and start promoting it. If you are going to be doing a brick and mortar location, please take your time to scope out a location, look and see where your product will have the best influence at. For example, my first store was a brick and mortar store in Rochester, New York on Monroe Avenue. And I intentionally picked this area because it was very hip, very trendy. It was more like the city vibe was there. You know, you could walk up, you come into my store, you get your lashes done. It was like all the new people with the latest things were on that strip, on that street. And I think that was important and one of the best decisions I had ever made because it was a certain type of people are drawn to the street. Just like if you are, have a coffee shop, you might want to go to where the hipsters are or maybe a certain type of people, maybe a business park. You want to go to where your business will sustain itself by traffic because if people don't know about you, they're probably not going to come because they don't know about you and maybe you're not advertising it the right way. And also, I like the fact that my location was very visible and I made sure it was brightly colored. It was girly. All the girls stopped. They had chandeliers in the windows. It was just gorgeous. It was just beautiful. It was just something a girl would naturally be attracted to that likes beauty. They always say location, location, location. So just remember that your location is very important to your business. And if you are, in fact, starting a business out of your home, that's okay, because I did actually start my first business actually in my home it was like a test trial for, I think, 2 months. And then I realized I had something and I should take it public because, you always don't want people in your house. But if you're just doing like a warehouse and storing it in your house, that's fine too. But designate that area so you can work with a clean space. Everything should be organized because space is always limited. I'm from New York, so we never have enough space. So just make sure that whatever you do, that you are being organized about it and that you have a system in place. Another thing that's important that people skip sometimes is licensing and permits. If you have a business that you are doing brick and mortar, you need to look into those licensing to see what you need to start a business, because the worst thing you can do is start something and you didn't do your research and you have to get shut down because you're not licensed in doing something, or you don't have the proper permits. Because in certain areas, you can't do things. I have multiple businesses in multiple states. So in other states that I'm in, they're just very different. So every time I go into a new store, a new location that I open up, I have to go down to the local city hall, find out what is required for me to open this store. What are the hours that I can operate this business? Those are the things that you want to be finding out. And just remember, you can also go to your local SBA office as well to find out what exactly is required. And lastly, you might want to think about having an accountant and employees. Again, at first I didn't have an accountant or any employees. It was just me, but quickly I needed those people in place. So just remember to keep your eye out for a good accountant and an employee, because you need someone always counting the money, or else you're going to be in trouble with the IRS really soon if you start to do really well like I did. I started off doing really good and went to really great really fast. And I had to scramble to find an accountant to make sure I didn't end up owing taxes and all these other things that come with. You always see all these celebrities that are suddenly in trouble with the law because they don't have an accountant. They're not filing their taxes every year, and now they're in trouble with the IRS. So those are things just to remember. Lastly, make sure you have your business cards in place. I just want to spend a few seconds on this. Your business card needs to have your location, your phone number, your email, all of your social media handles. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm only saying this for the people that I love that are in the hood. And I joke around and say this because I have friends that are in the hood, and I would always get their business card. And I support anybody. I don't care. And they'd always change their number. I'm like, girl, I don't call the number and it's not working. So just remember, if you're one of those people that your phone never is consistent, you're always changing your number, something happens, just make sure you maybe have a Google Voice number, which is free, and that will always work. You can link it to any number. Or you can even get like a Ring Central account. They're really helpful in regards to getting you a phone number for your business. And I suggest separating the business line from the personal, so you're not answering the phone on defense mode or thinking it's a bill collector when yet it's a client or a customer that wants to purchase from your business. Lastly, make sure you get some really good insurance, because you don't want to be sued in your first year of business. I've heard all kinds of stories. So those are things to just kind of some homework for you to do before you just jump into business. And remember, again, you can get support from your local SBA office, which is your Small Business Administrative Office, SBA. They will help you out. You can even Google online SBA, and maybe you can find yourself someone there that will help you kind of put everything together. Stay tuned, because up next, we're going to be talking on time management. This can make or break you, especially as you start to get busier. I've watched so many people fail because they have poor time management. And I'm really going to help you out with this, because this is a key indicator in business, how to stay on track in time management.
That's it for today. Tune in tomorrow for the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast. And don't forget to follow the Beauty Boss Millionaire, Falicia Fracassi, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Beauty Boss Millionaire.